Show you how to do a full background image. This is a thing that came about that this place called CSS Tricks figured out. No one had ever done it, talking to the HTML excuse me, HTML tag right here. And notice my coding is gray because it's untitled. I haven't saved it yet. Again, I'm going to go into File, Save. And as I save this, I'm going to make a folder. So I'm going to put it, where am I going to put it? I have all this stuff. So I'll put it here. I'm going to make a new folder before I save it. I'm going to call it whatever it is. And this is going to be a full background image. So I made the folder to place this file in. And I'm going to say full bg underscore image, and then here's the most important part, h.html, and that instantly makes this text file a web page. So when I start typing coding, the text editor, Atom or Caret or whatever you're using, will typically not only assist you in closing things or doing things or whatever, but it also color the coding language differently than it does like a paragraph of text. So I'm going to save it. Okay, instantly Atom knew because I saved it as a web page. Now it colors the coding. All right, so we've done that before. I'm going to go to a website. Well, I'm going to go, let's go to Google search. And I'm going to search for CSS full background image. Background image. Let's do that. So CSS full background image. And it might be the this might be it right here, but I'm going to go to the website that has it. See where it says CSS Tricks, perfect full page background image. CSS-tricks.com is a site, and they do a lot of really cool advanced CSS stuff. And they came up with this trick of putting a background image. It used to be you use the body tag to place a full background image, and it does work. But once you do that, you can't do anything else to the body, really. So you kind of lost control of the body tag for other stuff. So they came up with a way, and it is right here, and it's talking to the HTML tag, which nobody ever did. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to highlight that and copy it. And I'm going to go to my coding, and in between the style tags, this is where the CSS goes. So I'm going to put my cursor in between there, and I'm going to go, paste it. Okay. So now it's all set to go. And again, the weird thing is it's talking to this, and we never used to talk to that ever. Now I'm going to find an image, and right now everything is set up. Let me expand this a little bit here, and then let me there. So notice it says, hey, a computer, we have an HTML tag on in our document, and we're going to place the background in that URL. That URL stands for basically, hey, whatever is in between the parentheses, here's how to get to that, right? So from this web page, how do we get to this image? And we're telling it in the parentheses, and we're putting URL in front of it, which means, hey, basically, here's how you get to it. And it's not going to repeat. It's going to be placed in the center, and then it's going to be fixed. It's not going to move once it's placed there. And the WebKit thing, this WebKit is for now browsers have scripts, have these really cool scripts that you can talk to in them. WebKit stands for Safari, right? So we're going to talk to something called the background size and make it all cover the whole background. The Moz is Mozilla Firefox, and we're doing the same thing. The O is for Opera, and the background itself is for Chrome. Notice that it doesn't have anything, but see, they're all doing the same thing. But this is calling out if we use Safari, this is calling out if it's Firefox, this is calling out if it's Opera, and this is calling out if it's Chrome. Okay, because you don't know, again, from a web standpoint, you don't know what the user is going to use for their browser to view your web page. So if you don't have WebKit or Moz or O or that, if you only have background size, it's not going to hit these three main browsers that people use. Okay, so I'm going to grab an image. Now I'm going to grab an image, and I'll call it bg.jpg. And this says, hey computer, where this web page is, it's saying where this web page is, there's a folder called images, and the slash means go inside the folder and then look for this image. We're not going to need that because we're just going to place the name. We only need the name of the file here because, again, in the Guthrie trick, the Guthrie Web1, we're going to place the image exactly where the web page is. Okay, but I wanted to kind of call that out to you. All right, so let me save this. I saved it. Let me go to Chrome. Let me go to Google. Well, it's right here. I got Google right here. I'm going to search an image, but I'm showing you a trick. So BG, I'm going to save that. Just, yeah, background image. Okay, now I'm going to go under images. Instead of searching the whole web, I'm going to go under images. Now, here's the trick. I'm going to search images, but I want large images. If this is going to be my whole background, I don't want to get some small image and stretch it out and make it all, blurry. So I'm going to go to Tools, Size, Large. And it's going to give me all what it considers the large images, the large size images. Okay? So let me do this one here. Let's see how big this sucker is. It usually tells me. Maybe I need to we'll see here. But I'm gonna click this, and it's gonna come over here. Now here's the trick. Here's what I do. See how big it is? It's huge. 5,797 pixels wide by 3,261 pixels high. Now don't worry about that. But here's my trick. I like to do this. I'm going to right click and see where it says open image in new tab. It's going to create a new tab. See? Now maybe it didn't. Okay, so it didn't do what it usually does. Let me see if I can click it. Okay. Let me go to this one. I'm going to go again. I'm going to go open image in new tab. What it should do is, the reason I like this, when I open the image in a new tab, it should give me the full size of the image. And that's what I want. I don't want a thumbnail. See? So I think that's much better. See how clear it is and big? So I think I'll be able to use this. So I'm going to go save image as. And I'm going to click on the image. And I'm going to find where my folder is, full background image. And I'm going to place this image. Notice it's a JPG, right? And I can't change the file type. I can't trick the computer and say, oh, I want this as a PNG. No, you can't do that. But I am going to change the name. See where it says Foster-Lake, that thumbnail? This is actually a thumbnail, but it should be large enough. It's pretty big and pretty clean. So I'm going to go, all I'm going to say is bg.jpg, okay? And make it really simple. And notice, here's the most important part. I'm keeping it, I'm going to save it in the folder that has the web page in it. That is everything. So I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to go to my coding. And notice it already had bg.jpg. I'm going to get rid of the folder because, again, I'm directing this web page how to get to this file. And because the file's in the same physical location, it only needs the name of the file now. Now notice it's not in in quotation marks. Let's see if this works. Typically, you need to put in double quotation marks because you want the computer to read this bg.jpg as a name, and it's the name of a file. Okay, but let's try it without and see if it works. I'm going to save it. I'm going to open in Chrome. Okay, and there it is. Now here's the cool thing. See how clean that is? And it's clean because it's a large image. It even called it a thumbnail, but the larger image was like almost 6,000 pixels wide, which is massive. But see how clean? And then watch this. Here's the trick. See how it stays? Aha! You can't do that really. I mean, you know, so that is the trick. And they came across this and it freaked the internet out for a while because no one had ever even thought ever of talking to the HTML tag. Okay? So again, I just have people grab the code. Now again, the big thing is placing the file in the same folder as the web page allows me to only use the name of the file inside the parentheses. And I can't state enough, when you download something from the internet, it typically has this huge name to it. And I just instantly will change it. I will not do, because it's case sensitive, I will not capitalize. But you have to keep whatever file type it is. I can't say, oh, I want this to be in PNG. Okay? And then if I save it, see, it won't show up. Because the computer's going, it's not a PNG. So I will save it again and show you again, and it's so cool. Now you have the body tag open to you to do other stuff, and we will do this pretty darn soon, and we'll mess around with the body tag on top of it. So the HTML tag will have this image in the background of everything, and we'll put a web page on top of this. And also we'll use transparency. This is the cool part. There's something called RGBA, and we'll do transparent background, so you can put paragraphs of text on top of this, which you could never see. It would be hard to read the text with nothing, between them. But we'll put a transparent background between the text and this background image, and it'll make the text stand out so it's readable. Okay? Woo! We're almost there. All right. Let me close this here.